Hello students, Namaste and welcome in our English classroom. In today's lesson, we are going to learn about listening and speaking from Unit 6. And in this lesson, like in our previous lesson, we are going to talk about comparison as well. Okay students, are you ready? Please open your book, okay? Okay, let's start with the discussion from these pictures. Okay, so look at these pictures and talk about them. The questions are below, okay? Students, look at the pictures. Can you see here? Yes, what are these pictures? Look at these pictures. They have differences, right? Yes, they are not similar. In different ways, they are different. Some are bigger, some are smaller, okay? Some are, thick, some are thin, and some are slim. Can you find out which one is taller and which one is shorter? Okay, yes, you have guessed right correctly. Now, tell me who is taller here and who is short or shorter and which is big here and which is small. And what about this picture? Who is large here and who is thin? And what about these books? Which is thick and which is thin? So when you compare, you can talk by using comparative words like, shorter, taller, bigger, larger, thinner, or thicker. Likewise, you can compare things and people. Okay, students, so you can say the boy in yellow t-shirt is taller. Here, the silver car is bigger. You can add ER for comparing the things, okay? For the comparative words, we can make by adding ER, right? Yes. Okay, so you know it. Now we will see the previous lesson, very quickly and find out what is the comparison between what is the comparison between Switzerland and Nepal? That was the thing that we did in our previous lesson. Do you remember that? Okay, so before that, let me show you some list of words that can, that can show the comparison, comparative words. For example, let's look at these words. Bigger, okay, smaller. So words with ER here. Can you pronounce it together? Yes. What about this? Yes, you're right. Closer. You're right. Friendlier. Once again, friendlier. Yes. Taller. Richer. Higher. Happier. Okay, students. So these are the words with ER. At the end of the words, we have ER. Yes, you can see the pink letters here. Okay, so we pronounce them as okay, so bigger, smaller, closer, friendlier, taller. So we add okay, students? For ER, the sound is What is the sound? Yes, it's You're right. Okay, now let's see the text for comparison between Nepal and Switzerland, okay? So here we have similar comparative words here for comparing Nepal and Switzerland, okay? These are small countries. Look at here. Nepal and Switzerland are both small countries with high mountains. Look at here. Nepal is, look at here, comparative word here. Bigger is here. Yes, here we have comparison, small. They are not big. And we have bigger here than Switzerland. Nepal is bigger than Switzerland. And we have again another comparative word, again same word, bigger, lakes. So what is the comparison here? The lakes are bigger in Switzerland and Nepal is bigger than Switzerland. Okay, students? So that's the comparison showing the sizes of the country and lakes. Okay. Okay, students, now let me show you again another paragraph here. Okay, another sentence we have still here, the comparison. The lakes in Nepal are smaller here. Okay, that's the same thing again. And let me show you another paragraph, and it's about comparison of the mountains. Mountains of Switzerland and mountains of Nepal. So Mount Everest is taller than Monte Rosa. So Monte Rosa is a mountain from Switzerland. Okay, students? Yes, so in fact, Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. So that is the super quality or super level of height in the world. Okay, students? Okay, that's the comparison of the things here in our previous text. Again, we have some more text from the same chapter. So let me show you some lines here again. Switzerland is a richer country than Nepal. So they are rich. They are richer than us. So that's again another comparison here. And Nepal has a larger population than Switzerland. So Nepal has more people than in Switzerland. So that's the comparison of people. So who has got the larger number of people? Yes, Switzerland has lesser and Nepal has larger population or people. Population means, yes, number of people. You're right. Students, now let me show you the exercise here for speaking here. So it's exercise A. Can you read it aloud to me? Yes. So it's A. These sentences are from the above text. Complete the sentences and read them to your friends. Now please remember the text before we read it before, and please try to complete the sentences here. So first sentence is Nepal is than Switzerland. What can be the answer? Please guess. Okay, I'll show you the next sentence. The lakes in Nepal are what kind of? Is it smaller, bigger? You can guess. And the third sentence is Mount Everest is than Monte Rosa. Switzerland is a country. What kind of country? Guess. Okay. Mount Everest is the mountain in the world. Okay, students, I hope you have guessed the correct answers here. I'll show you here and please correct if you have made a mistake. Okay, students? Okay, now Nepal is it smaller or bigger? Yes, you're right. It's bigger. Nepal is bigger than Switzerland. You're right. The lakes in Nepal are they bigger? No, they are smaller. So the lakes in Nepal are smaller than in Switzerland. Switzerland has got bigger lakes. So Mount Everest is taller or shorter than Monte Rosa. Do you remember? Yes, you're right. Mount Everest is taller than Monte Rosa. And Switzerland is a country. What kind of country? Is it a poor country? No, yes. It's a rich country. Yes, or you can say a richer country than Nepal. And Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. You are absolutely correct. Okay, students, so these are the sentences that we have read in our text previously. So I hope you have completed this exercise. Okay, now let's move to the next exercise. This is to fill the table. Okay, students, so we have here adjectives in the 3 degrees or 3 levels: positive, comparative, and superlative. Okay, students, do you know them? Okay, yes, positive are the normal, generally the adjectives like small, tall, rich, big, okay, thin. These are called positive, okay, or basic level of adjective or comparative words, and another word for comparison is called comparatives. They are with more or er. You can see here smaller, and superlative are mostly, or they are often with est at the end. Look at here, we add est at the end, like smallest here and er here. They are called comparative and superlative. Okay, so likewise, can you complete them in the similar form? Okay, yes, it's easy. Okay, students, so try, okay? Yes, you tell me, I'll write it here. Yes, you're right, it's dollar. And here we have tallest, you're right. What about rich? Rich has comparative, like richer, you're right. And superlative richest, and high, higher, and highest, big, bigger, biggest. Likewise, we have different. Likewise, we have different other comparative and superlative words. You can ask your teacher as well. I'll show you some of the words. So we have basic form of adjectives like we call it positive, and we have comparative, and we have finally, what do we call? Superlative. Yes, you are right. So you can make the comparative and superlative of thin, slim, okay, slim, dark, okay, dark, light, heavy, okay, and so on. We can practice one here. For example, I'll show you here thin, thinner, thinnest. Okay, students. So you need to double the letter here, one letter, and likewise you can do the similar format, in the similar format for slim and dark, light. For heavy, you have to change the y into what? Do you know? Okay, I'll show you. For heavy, we do heavier, heavier. So we have to change it into I, and we have to again change here as well. So that's the thing we have to do, or we have to take care while changing. Okay, students, so these are some of the other more words you can practice. So please do these other rest of the words here in your copy. Okay, students. Okay, so now we will have more exercises about this comparative words here. Let's see another exercise. This is B. Work in pairs, ask and answer the questions. Here we have more comparative words. Look at here. Which is lighter? Lighter is a comparative word. Yes. And which is longer? Longer again, comparative word. And who is younger? Which is higher? Which is faster? Which is cheaper? Which is softer? And which river is bigger? So here, comparative word of light is lighter, long, longer, young, younger, high, higher, fast, faster, cheap, cheaper, soft, softer, big, bigger. Okay, so these are all what words? Comparative words, yes. Okay, students, now you have to decide which is lighter. Is it 1 kg or 5 kg? Light means, do you know light? So I'll show you. Do you know what is light? Look at here. This is a sheet of paper, and this is light, and this is heavy. So this is lighter, and this is heavier. Okay, students? So light means that has got very less weight. Okay, so which one is lighter here? Is it 1 kg or 5 kg? Yes, absolutely. 1 kg is lighter. So you can ask and you can answer to your friend. Okay, students? So you can say 1 kg is lighter than 5 kg. Okay, students? And another one, which is longer? Is it 1 meter or is it 3 meters? Which one do you think is the longer or the longer length? Which one do you think the longer? Yes, you're right. It's 3 meters. It's longer than 1 meter. And which younger? Is it your elder brother or you? Elder brother means the brother which is born before you. So you are younger. So you can say, I am younger. And which is higher, Mount Everest or Mount Annapurna? Definitely, which one is the higher? Mount Everest, because Mount Everest is higher around the world. Okay, students, now which is faster, a hare or tortoise? Have you heard a story about hare and a tortoise? Yes, definitely. A hare is faster. In the story, the hare sleeps and tortoise wins, right? Yes. So, normally, naturally, hare is faster. So, we can say a hare is faster than a tortoise. And another one from 6 is, which is cheaper? Which is cheaper here? Sugar or salt? Have you bought sugar and salt? Okay, salt, have you bought? Yes, which one is cheaper? Cheaper means you need less money to pay. So which one do you think is cheaper here? Yes, definitely. Salt is cheaper than sugar. You're right. And let's see number 7 here. Number 7, wood or cotton? The number 7 question is, which is softer? Softer means that feels very, smooth. That feels nice. Which is softer? Is it wood or cotton? Definitely cotton, right? That feels softer than wood. And 8, number 8, can you read it aloud? Which river is bigger? Let me show you. Bagmati or Kosi? Is Bagmati very big river? Or Kosi is big? Which one? Definitely Kosi is a bigger river and Bagmati is a smaller river here. Okay, students, so we have these comparisons from these questions. Now you can talk with your friends by asking these questions and trying to answer from these clues here. Okay, students, can you do this now? Okay, do practice this exercise for making your speaking fluent. Okay, students, so we are doing speaking exercise today and we are also going to do listening exercise nextly. So you can practice this exercise before listening and you are going to practice speaking here. So please do this. Okay, students? Now let's see another exercise for speaking again. And it's exercise C. Look at the pictures and compare them. I'll show you the picture. Before that, let me read it. Read the example here. A is longer than B. B is shorter than A. Now we have to do both ways. Look at this. So if you call this one A and another one is B, you can compare likewise. So these are the pictures from your book. Now you can compare them. So here, this is the example, and for these pictures you have to remember one adjective word, like I have written, like thin, slim, dark, light, heavy. You have to remember one adjective and then compare, okay, students, with the comparative and superlative level of the adjectives. So here, some are lighter, some are thinner, some are faster, some are bigger, some are taller here. So first decide, okay? First decide which is thicker here. So here we have thick and thin, we have here tall and short, here we have happy and sad, and we have here faster and higher, or we can say bigger as well. Okay, so students, you can talk with your friends by asking, okay, students? So you do like this. The first book is bigger than the next, and the second book is smaller than the first. Okay, likewise, the aeroplane can fly higher than the helicopter. Likewise, you can compare. And the first person here is shorter than the next. And the second person is taller than the first one. Likewise, you can compare in the two ways, okay, students? Okay, so you can do it. Now, let's move to another exercise that is about listening exercise from our book. Okay, please, students, be ready with your book and pencil. We will do the exercise for listening. Okay, students, let's look at these pictures and answer the questions first. We have here the questions like, what do you think you see in the first picture? Look at this picture. This is the picture here. You can see here an old man and a woman, and they are walking on the street. And what kind of street is this? Do you think it is a village life? What do you think? Which place is it? Okay, please guess. Another question is, what do you think you see in the second picture? Let's see this picture. Here in this picture, I'll explain it. Here are the cows, buffaloes, and their babies, and the people here. Okay, so they are in their house, and there is some trees here. So which place is it in this second picture? Is it a city life or is it a village life? Okay, students, so here we have another question. Where do you want to live? In a village or in a city? And why? Okay, so this is a question for comparing and deciding which one is better and why. Where do you want to live? In a village or city? Yes, many of you may like to live in cities as well as villages. Okay, some people like to live in villages and some people like to live in cities, because cities also have good points, good qualities, good facilities, and village also has got its good qualities like fresh air, it's good environment and helpful people, right? Okay, so you can compare them. So what do you have in your village that are very good to you? Yes, you have very fresh water, right? You have fruits and vegetables from your kitchen garden, and you have very clean, fresh rivers, you have mountains, you have green trees, and very peaceful environment, no noise, right? So they are better, qualities of a village. Okay, students. So in a city, it is crowd. It is noisier. It is sometimes very annoying. It is sometimes polluted, and most people don't get job, and they are jobless here. So there are some bad sides of city life as well. And in village, what are the bad sides? Bad sides are, in village mostly we don't have very good schools, and we don't have big hospitals. Those are some bad sides, right? Okay, this is the way we can compare two places, cities and villages. Okay, students? Okay, now we have similar listening text here. We are going to listen to the text and do the exercise and complete the sentences like, let me read it to you. Listen to the audio and complete the sentences. Kathmandu, Pokhara and Viratnagar are cities. Cities have schools. See, nowadays people live in villages. So these cities are polluted than villages. The air is in villages, and the villages are more. We can enjoy the view there. Okay, so we are going to listen to the audio text. Well, students, this is the first time I'm going to play the audio, and in this time you are not going to complete or do anything, just listen to the audio. I'll play the audio file for 3 times. Okay, students? So from the second time you can start doing the exercise. For this time, please listen to it carefully. Okay, students, are you ready? Okay, please ready.
In Nepal, there are more villages than cities. Kathmandu, Pokhara and Viratnagar are bigger than Dharan, Butwal and Nepalganj. Living in a city is different from living in a village. In big cities, there are sometimes better schools. There are fewer people in the villages these days because many people have moved to the cities to work. However, there are many good things about village life. Cities are more polluted because of the big factories and vehicles, and they are more crowded. The air is cleaner in the villages. The villages are more beautiful. We can enjoy the view of the sunrise and sunset every day.
Students, you have listened to this audio text for the first time, and now I hope you have got the idea about how the people or the person in that audio text compares the city and a village life. And now you are going to do the exercise in the second audio play. Please be ready again and do the exercise. Okay, students? Okay, so I'm going to play this audio for the second time. Please now do the exercise, complete the sentences if you get the answer. Okay, so your audio is ready to be played.
In Nepal, there are more villages than cities. Kathmandu, Pokhara and Viratnagar are bigger than Dharan, Butwal and Nepalganj. Living in a city is different from living in a village. In big cities, there are sometimes better schools. There are fewer people in the villages these days because many people have moved to the cities to work. However, there are many good things about village life. Cities are more polluted because of the big factories and vehicles, and they are more crowded. The air is cleaner in the villages. The villages are more beautiful. We can enjoy the view of the sunrise and sunset every day.
Well, students, now we have almost finished listening exercises, and you have, I hope, completed all these exercises. It is very easy. Now this is the third time I'm going to play the audio, and this is the last time as well. Now you are going to check your answer, okay students? So you have already noted some answers. I hope they are all correct, and please get ready. I'm going to play it once again, and please correct your answers yourself, okay students? Okay, very good. Now here is the audio.
In Nepal, there are more villages than cities. Kathmandu, Pokhara and Biratnagar are bigger than Dharan, Butwal and Nepalganj. Living in a city is different from living in a village. In big cities, there are sometimes better schools. There are fewer people in the villages these days because many people have moved to the cities to work. However, there are many good things about village life. Cities are more polluted because of the big factories and vehicles, and they are more crowded. The air is cleaner in the villages. The villages are more beautiful. We can enjoy the view of the sunrise and sunset every day.
Okay students, so I hope you have corrected your answers as well. So we have almost completed all the exercises about listening exercise. Now we have one more exercise, that is to check your answer with mine, okay students? So I have here the list of the answers here. Let's check together, okay students? So Kathmandu, Pokhara and Biratnagar are bigger cities. Is it correct in yours? Okay, very good. Cities have better schools, okay? And nowadays, people live in villages. Fewer people live in villages. Is it right in yours? Yes, that's very good. Now, cities are more polluted than villages, okay? And in E, the air is cleaner in villages. The villages are more beautiful. We can enjoy the views there. Okay, these are the answers, and I hope you have the same answers. And please correct if you have some mistakes. And this is the all solution to the listening exercise from our book. Okay, students? So we have now a very short exercise from exercise C. This is talking about the advantages and disadvantages of living in a village. Okay students, this one you can talk about different things, okay, like we have talked today, and you can explain it to your friends, to your teachers, or in your school assembly. That is about advantage and disadvantage. You can say village is cleaner, you can say village is beautiful, village is healthier. You can talk about advantages and disadvantages. You can talk about it is difficult to walk, travel. You can say there are no very well-built road. You can say there are no hospitals and so on. So you can talk about advantages and disadvantages and share in your school. Okay students? So this one is the last exercise from today's lesson. I hope you have got all the ideas about today's lesson. So please do the exercises we have done today. So we will see you once again in our next video. Namaste.